Hey you, welcome in. It is your girl, Miss Gen X. Join our crew, click the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the Gen X headquarters. Let's get into it.
I never had this issue where I am in Midtown Manhattan and I'm just triggered by literal crazy people around me. I was just never this afraid, okay, to just walk around in the streets of New York City and just not be bothered. I cannot do that. It's crazy. I have no idea why. Maybe back in the day I just did not really have much to lose and I really did not care. But right now I have, things to lose in my life. So it's not something that I really can, not pay attention to.
She seemed really scared. She's in New York City. I would move if I wasn't safe or felt safe in a place. But yeah, she looks super scared in this one. Just stay alert, keep your head on a swivel, and do not be too nice to anyone because they seem to take advantage of people that are nice.
Yo, check it out. So this is why New York City is the craziest city in the world. Check out what just happened to me. So I see this guy, he's walking with a cute dog, right? So I'm like, oh, hey, cutie. And the guy's like, don't talk to my dog like that. And I'm like, all right. And then he's like, I don't like your attitude. I'm like, you know what, bro? Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas. Instead of saying fuck you, just Merry Christmas. And then he's like, oh, motherfucker, you uncultured swine. I celebrate Hanukkah. So I'm like, yo, bro, fucking happy Hanukkah, man, cocksucker. So then he's like, oh, you piece of shit. And then he punches me in the face, boom. So I'm like, oh, no, he didn't. So, we fighting now. Just, wah, yeah, bah, shot. This is what happened crazy. He didn't hit me hard, obviously, right? But he hit me. And then I didn't know he had two friends with him. So now I'm getting jumped. All because of this fucking dog. I'm on the floor. The fucking dog's biting me. The same dog that I called cute 30 seconds ago. He looked like that. And then, so I'm getting beat up, I'm getting peed on by the dog. Thank God, because I'm in Manhattan, it's a crazy fucking city. Somebody dressed as Spider-Man is watching the whole shit. So fucking Spider-Man comes in, jumps in, saves me. Now it's me and Spider-Man. Fucking rainy ass city right before Christmas, fighting these three random dudes that are pissed off because of a dog. Some crazy shit. After all that's said and done, Spider-Man takes his mask off as my father. I'm like, yo, I haven't seen you in 30 years. What's going on? I don't even, I recognize him because of the pictures. He looks just like me. I'm just better looking. And then he's like, Merry Christmas, son. And that's my Christmas miracle. Have a great day.
That's great. I like that one. Leave your comments and reactions below and say hi. Pointing.
Here's another crazy Uber story. I remember picking up this guy. He was maybe about 25 or so. We were chatting and everything. He tells me that he just bought himself a house and he's fixing it up. I say to him, wow, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment for anyone, especially of that age. Anyway, it was a round trip where he was going to pick up some drinks for himself. I pull up to what I assume is his house. It looks like the scene of a horror film. It had boards on the windows. There was spray paint on the boards. The place looked like it was falling apart. This is the creepy part. He invites me in for a drink. I give him a half-truth. I tell him I have to drive, so I really don't want to be drinking. Which, again, halfway there, but I didn't want to say, dude, you're creepy and your house looks like a murder mystery scene. Stay safe out there.
You can't really make that stuff up. That's creepy. I don't understand the half-truth thing. If you understand, let me know in the comments below. Must be a new thing where you just halfway tell the truth.
Tokyo is the darkest energy matrix on this earth. It is pure soul harvesting energy. There is a darkness here beyond anywhere I've experienced. Now that doesn't mean it's a bad place. There's something deeply to learn here. I don't know if any of us really know. Maybe some of us do.
I have so many stories to share. Let me tell you guys about the time my Uber driver confessed to cheating on his wife and just expected me to sit there and listen. So, to set the tone, this happened in LA. It was a Friday night, and my Uber driver, I would say, was between the ages of 40 to 50. So he randomly started talking about this job that he used to have and how he had these really shady business partners. And one time they were doing some form of business that happened to be in Mexico. And essentially he said that his business partners were showing him around Mexico, that they were drinking, that they were just basically showing him a good time. And the next thing you know, he says that he finds himself in a room. Mind you, at this point, my ears are all open, okay? The moment he said they took him to a room, I said, "What room? What room, sir?" He did tell me that prior to even starting the story, he said that he was married. Anyway, so they take him to this room. So when I said, "What room?" he was like, "Oh, it belonged to a warehouse." I'm like, "So you went into a warehouse with your business partners in Mexico?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, so then what happened?" Then he goes on to explain how 30-something women come out into this room, and essentially he got really uncomfortable. So I said, "Okay, if you were uncomfortable, why didn't you just leave?" And he looked at me and he was like, "You don't understand, there was no exit." I said, "So
What?
there was no exit.
No exit?
How did you enter the warehouse?" He was like, "Oh, I could remember there were so many women, XYZ." And so at this point, I'm like, okay, this is absolute BS. Like, really, like, you're describing a strip club or something, because this is not making sense that your business partners are taking you somewhere where there's a lot of women involved on a business trip in Mexico. Here's where it got spicy, okay? Okay, and I said, "You should have just got up and left. You should have shut this down." And he looked at me, he said, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, first of all, you're married and there's a ton of women around you." And then he had the audacity to tell me, "Just because I'm married doesn't mean I can't look at the menu." Sir, you shouldn't even be hungry, is what came out of my mouth.
Exactly.
You shouldn't even be hungry. And he looked at me, he got all defensive, blah, blah, blah. Then he ended up talking about how his wife ended up finding out, and he was telling her that nothing happened, it was innocent. But like, how stupid do you think women are? You had the opportunity to leave. We all know what you were doing. So, whatever, you got what you deserved. The ring was still on his finger, so I'm assuming they're together. But nonetheless, how are you going to tell me a story about cheating on your wife and expect me to just... Moral of the story is, I will never be on the side of a cheater. Ever. I will check you. You shouldn't even be hungry.
She was really vested in that story, but okay, supposedly his business partners brought him there. Sure. Anyway.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop being embarrassed. Stop cringing at what you did this weekend. Text that person you like. Go out and have fun. Life is a simulation. We're literally on a spinning rock. It really isn't that deep, and if you're seeing this, it's for a reason. You needed this reminder.
You are the NPC until you break the conditioning. Since birth, you, me, we, all, one of us is conditioned. Everyone gets told how the world works when you get birthed into this reality. From your parents, your guardians, society, school, it's all designed to make you the NPC. Because what's an NPC? An NPC bot is programming. That's what an NPC is a program. You get programmed when you get told something, right? Your parents get programmed when they were born, and they get programmed throughout their whole life, and then they program you with their beliefs of how the world works when you are born. And then the government, and then the schools, and then all of these things in our external, in society, tell us how the world works. That's programming. That's conditioning. That's being an NPC. It doesn't mean an NPC is a fake person. It means an NPC has been programmed by its external. But the external is just the internal. So when you do the work and you break yourself, you climb up out of the trench of your conditioning, that's when you break the programming. That's when you become sovereign. You break out of the NPC conditioning. I haven't even seen the movie, but based off the trailer, there was a movie that came out years ago called Free Guy or something. It had Ryan Reynolds in it. That is exactly what it is. You are the NPC until you decide to break out of the shell and become the playable character on your own terms. You build your own belief systems. You cast out what doesn't serve you about the world. You create your own vision, what you want to see. You start running off your own script, not the script that's been given to you. So everybody you see in your external, in your reality, that you think are NPCs, yeah, they can be NPCs, but they're just programmed players. They're not fake. They don't serve no purpose. They're just sleeping. They're just programmed. Once you break the programming, you break the bot mentality.
I've been wanting to know more about NPCs, and now I kind of get what they're getting at when it comes to being programmed. we all learn from different people, and so essentially we have the beliefs that we have because of, you know, who raised us or what we've heard over our lifetime. However, if you break out of the program, then you essentially believe the truth and what you believe is true. And okay, so we've almost reached the end of this episode at Miss Gen X Show. We're gonna watch some Gen X reaction videos and then some pet videos. So see you then at the end.
5 things Gen X will never say, ever. This is why Gen X doesn't think like you. Number 5 is the best. Number 1, let me ask permission first. Permission? Are you shitting me? We will deal with the consequences later. Number 2, I need closure. Closure? What the? We need silence. Game over. Number 3, that hurt my feelings. My feelings got crushed. Who the hell wrote this? Millennials? Number 4, I'll wait for approval. Waiting for it is for losers. Gen X waits for no man. Number 5, I can't handle that. Gen X will give you a tissue and push you down the ground. We weren't protected. We were prepared. That's the difference. Agree or not, drop an X.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna get up there, old bossy baby. Come here. Push a little bit more. Push a little bit more. Push. I know you trying, but push harder. All right. Oh, I know you did. You just hit me, girl. You just assaulted me, little girl. You don't even seem remorseful about it or
The
nothing.
cat
Here.
is crazy.
How that feel? What you looking at me like that for? You the one hit me first. They ain't kick here. Take one more, because you hit me like 4 times. I remember. Yeah. Crawl away. Gone. You can crawl away, but you can't crawl away from this problem. Yeah, I know your head hurt too. The longer it hurt, the longer you'll remember.
Who's the sweetest little boy? Die! Oh, you mean me?
It's my turn. Hey, it's my turn. Y'all need to get a room or something. Oh, come on, man. It's my turn. Okay, we almost there. We almost there. Keep it right. All right, right. Okay, we there. I'm going to put my paw. I got one paw. Hold it steady. Hold it steady for me. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it.
Thank you for that's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me today at Miss Gen X Show. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to leave me a comment below, and I will see you on the next one. Talk